Salutations, Queen of Shade coming to you real quick. So get this, I was just playing around tonight in the bathroom, you know, just singing a little bit of Angie Stone, and then I posted a snippet from one of my tracks on one of my Bjorn album, my Bjorn album, which is my name, by the way. But anyway, you know, I wrote in the PS, I was like, you know, I've been singing publicly for 32 years. And it's so crazy because I've never really talked about like my music history like that. But let me just give you a little synopsis. So, you know, starting in church is where a lot of us black singers got our start. But I need you to know that before I was 17 years old, I had sang with Vicki Winans, Dorinda. I had sang with Twinkie. I had sang with Daryl Coley. I had sang with so many gospel greats because my church was a very famous church in the city and we were known for our singers, and I was a part of that mass choir, and many people came, and my pastor at that time, my assistant pastor, she knew everybody. Her best friend was Shirley Caesar, et cetera, stuff like that. So like, it was so funny to me because I was thinking about that. I was like, damn, dude, like you've really been singing for like 32 years. But it was like, yo, before you even turned 20 years old, you were 17 singing with greats in the gospel world. So that was just so, you know, I'm blessed. I'm really grateful to have had such a music history because it helped me in my music career. I remember when I was going to sign to a major label that will remain nameless, they told me, you don't need voice lessons. You don't need voice lessons. They told us, we're not sending you, my A&R, we're not sending you to, because I come from a time of A&Rs, that's how old I am. But anyway, my A&R was like, we're not sending you to voice lessons for voice lessons. We're sending you for confidence. We need you to be able to stand on stage, deliver the songs you write without crying, because my music is painful. But I've since learned to do that because they sent me to someone who helped me. Shout out to my vocal coach, Deb Chamberlain, that I've known for almost 30 years. Y'all, I'm old. Like, I'm old. I'm old as fuck. Like, I didn't realize how old I was, but this has no age on it. And I'm just so grateful for that and really, really thankful. So this little story time was like, yo, like I've sang with greats, before I was even 17 years old. So, and it carried to when I was going to go in the music industry, but I didn't want anybody to own this recorded voice. I had to do it my way, which is why I'm out here, you know, came to public light on YouTube, sang everybody's music on there, then deleted that account, then started putting out my own albums, and that's where we going from here, okay? P.S. And I don't want to leave this out. We had a lot of people that followed my pastor and my assistant pastor, Mariam Williams. We called her Mother Mariam Williams. She received a Kennedy honor. She was a very famous gospel singer. She even sang on the soundtrack of The Color Purple. So I was seeing and hearing and singing with these caliber of people every Sunday from 10 years old to 20. I always speak about having a lot of church hurt and severe trauma. They did not accept the fact that I was gay and feminine. And I have a lot of church hurt around that. But get this, it's not church hurt that really is hindering me, but that musical education that I received prepared me for an impeccable career in music. And I will never not be thankful for that. Because that musical career this year, woo! Like when the directors of our choirs used to go out and direct like huge choirs, go on the road, be in plays and shows, major stuff. Like, I don't want to go into all of that, but we did a lot of work for famous singers as background singers. And there was a lot of singers coming out of my church. And I'm one of them. It's funny how things work out.